John Christie. John Reginald Halliday Christie, known as the Monster of Chinrillington Place, was a British serial killer who terrorized London in the 1940s and early 1950s. Born on April 8, 1899, in Halifax, England, Christie's early life was marked by a strict and dysfunctional family environment, leading to his development of repressed sexual desires and violent tendencies. He served in World War I, where he suffered from a mustard gas attack, which some believe contributed to his later mental instability. The horrors of Chinrillington Place. Christie's killing spree began in 1943, when he strangled his first known victim, Ruth Fuerst, a young Austrian woman whom he had lured to his flat at Chinrillington Place in the Notting Hill district of London. Over the next decade, Christie would go on to murder at least 7 more women, including his wife, Ethel, whom he killed in 1952. His method was chillingly methodical. He would lure women to his home under the pretense of performing illegal abortions, then gas them to unconsciousness using a domestic coal gas pipe, strangle them, and sexually assault their lifeless bodies. Christie's reign of terror went unnoticed for years, largely because of the transient nature of his victims, many of whom were vulnerable women, often desperate or down on their luck. Christie would bury the bodies in his garden, under floorboards, or even behind wallpaper in his flat. One of the most tragic aspects of Christie's crimes was the wrongful conviction and execution of Timothy Evans, a tenant at Chinrillington Place, who was accused of killing his own wife and infant daughter in 1949. Evans was hanged in 1950, and it was only later, when Christie's crimes were fully uncovered, that Evans was posthumously pardoned, making his case one of the most infamous miscarriages of justice in British history. Capture and execution. Christie's double life as a mild-mannered man and a ruthless killer unraveled in 1953, when new tenants at Chinrillington Place discovered the bodies of his victims. Christie had left the property, but the police quickly launched a manhunt. He was arrested while wandering near the Embankment in London and soon confessed to his crimes. During his trial, Christie's defense attempted to argue insanity, but the jury was unmoved by his claims. He was convicted of murder and sentenced to death. On July 15, 1953, John Christie was hanged at Pentonville Prison, bringing an end to one of Britain's most notorious serial killers. Legacy. The case of John Christie is etched in British criminal history, not just for the horrific nature of his crimes, but also for the impact it had on the criminal justice system. The wrongful execution of Timothy Evans sparked a national outcry and contributed to the eventual abolition of the death penalty in the United Kingdom. Christie's story has been the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries, each exploring the dark psychology of a man who appeared ordinary but was capable of unimaginable evil. The tale of Chinrillington Place serves as a haunting reminder of the potential for horror that can hide behind the most mundane facades, and the devastating consequences of a flawed justice system.